Hi, Cancer. Thanks for stopping by and listening to your astrology forecast for December. We begin the month with everything moving up to the full moon. And actually, the month begins with Mars in Capricorn, and then on the 4th, it goes into Aquarius. Mars in Capricorn has been opposite your sign. And sometimes that can be other people be a little bit argumentative or just a pain, bothersome, wanting their way. And now that it goes into Aquarius, you can talk about your differences or come to an agreement about, hey, look, this is what I need you to do. This is what I'm willing to do, that back and forth. But as we move towards the full moon in Gemini, the full moon in Gemini is on the 6th, but you will feel it the 5th. It's a very kind of a crazy energy because Jupiter's stationed, which means it's at a very strong point in the sky on the 8th. So it's infusing the energy of the full moon with trying to get everything in and do everything. It's running wild, and you may find that the traffic is a little bit bonkers that day, and everybody wants, hey, are you going to go here? What about going over here? All these ideas about which direction. And part of you just might feel like going home and chilling out and putting a DVD in the player and relaxing. There is a need to retreat and balance between what you need to do for yourself, rejuvenate yourself, and just the tasks and the chores of life of getting ready for the December month, which many times for a lot of people is loaded with events and holidays, etc., etc. As we go into the middle of the month, we have the Uranus square Pluto, another exact energy, which has been going on for a couple of years. And that's a generic energy of revolution, making big changes. And so you can see that across the globe there's been the different, they call it the Arab Spring, the start of the Arab Spring, the sense of needing this disruption of the old and opening of the new. But where does it happen for you? For you, it happens around the sense of what do you want to be known for your life? And it doesn't mean that somebody else, and that person knows me for this, but it's a personal thing. And what shows up is that around the 15th, you can have these ideas or this inspiration or just this insight that relationships might have to change in order for you to be authentic and true to yourself. There's a pull towards being authentic and true for yourself. And as a side note, this little symbol over here, this is an asteroid called Hygeia. And if you look at it, it's in your sign Cancer. It's opposite Pluto. It's square. It's caught up with the square. This energy was exact in late September when the whole Ebola thing came out in the United States with this news splash of media. I don't know about the rest of the world, but it went nuts in the United States. But this Hygeia, it really is about hygiene, right? Taking care of yourself. So it's another message to you of taking care of yourself. Otherwise, there can be some unexpected events that come up that are demanding of nurturing yourself. The new moon in Capricorn happens just hours after the solstice, the winter solstice, of course, above the equator, and summer down under. And this new moon is infused, just like the full moon was infused with the station of Jupiter, the new moon is infused with the station, which means the powerful reversal of the planet, moving, this for Uranus is moving direct, of Uranus, of insight, opening, making some changes. And the new moon in Capricorn, of course, it's opposite your sign. It's your personal revelation of, it's your halfway point between your birthday and birthday, right? Capricorn's opposite Cancer. So it's that, where have you done in terms of your birthday year, in terms of when you blew out the proverbial, I call it the proverbial candles of making the wishes, like this year, this birthday, this is what's important for me. How have you done? And now it's a time to reassess this, take a look at it, and take a stock in how far you've come and what else you want to do. And it's perfect because it's moving into the end of the year. And with the Uranian station, it's giving this oomph or this emphasis in order to support, to make these changes, all while the confidence of building within yourself is supported from the Jupiter energy in the sign in front of you, Leo. Now, the big news for December is Saturn going into Sagittarius. It happens once every 2.5 years. Saturn switches signs. And Saturn going into Sagittarius is this marker. It's on the 23rd. It is a marker of suggesting that the next 2.5 years, you are going to be making some adjustments in your day-to-day life, in your routine work that needs to be done. It will be subtle. You won't really feel the demand to do it, the day that Saturn crosses the border into Sag. It could take, it's really will be when the number of Saturn gets to the degree of your sun. So, but that subtle energy of, hey, moving into the new year, you can have a sense of what changes do I want to make in my daily routine that are going to be supportive for me and good for me. And it comes with learning for you. It's, we all know certain things. Okay, I want to be healthier, I want to be more organized, or this, that, or the other thing. That is, say, the foundation for you, the motivation for you will first come from the knowledge of why to do it. Not because you're supposed to, not because somebody else says so, not because of anything else, but it's saying get the knowledge first and the reasoning first, and through that knowledge, and then have the faith that yes, I can do this, and moves into your new year. And check out your 2015 astrology forecast for the overview for your year. And thank you so much for listening, subscribing, sharing, and letting others know.